Hey everyone, Valley Williams here, and I am talking San Diego real estate with the one and only George Lorimer. Welcome back.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
I love talking with you, George.
Thank you.
You're so knowledgeable in the market, so much experience. I know we're in a crazy climate
We are.
In real estate here in San Diego. Sellers
Right.
are probably have the strong foot in this market.
Right.
What are some key things that they can do? Because
I've helped over 1,000, clients.
Yeah, you got a lot. What
All
do
right.
they have to do?
So here's the question is, we get a lot of people are thinking about selling. They want to take the equity. So really, the first thing they need to do is ask themselves, number one, is it the right time to move for me? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
It's so critical because the market's great for sellers, but unless you got somewhere to go that you want to go. So here's the two reasons is either improving your life by getting, a better place, something that suits your life more, or maybe with COVID, your job, your hours went down, or your pay, or your salary, and you need your equity from your property, so you
To
sell.
kind of float you a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe it's just too big of an expense right now, so you don't really want to sell, but you have to, and your life would be better by having that equity.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the second thing is, once you come to that realization, like, yeah, I want to do it, it's the right time for me, you need to know where you're moving to, whether it's across town to a single story or a visiting family across the country. When's the last time you checked out the rental prices, the home prices there? Because maybe it's not something that's feasible for you, or maybe what you want isn't super available.
Yeah.
So once you realize that, you really need the real data currently in that area you're looking to move to.
Do you guys have that information?
Yeah, absolutely. We can help them with throughout the country, whether it's a rental.
Really?
Yeah, whether it's a sale, and we'll let them know, hey, what's their equity position in their current property, and then how does that translate in the new market? We've all seen, they show, hey, a house in San Diego would be,
everybody says that. You see it on social media. Somebody's like, I'm looking at houses at this price, and they or you post a house for sale, and they're like, that costs $200,000 in my state,
So you have to know the two. So if you decide you want to sell, and then you get the real data, current facts of where you want to move to, the next step, the third step, is laying out that plan. So selling's a big deal, right? We've all sold houses, we have families, and living there 20 or 30 years, it's a big deal to people. So here's what we do to make that so simple, just hassle-free process is, recently we had a client who we sold their home 5 days on market, and we closed escrow in 30 days, and then they got a 2-week rent back to move and do all that. But here's the thing, on the front end of it, 5 days is pretty quick to sell it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it was kind of a madhouse. And people don't like to deal with it, but here's the key. They took off, whether it's to the desert, whether it's to the mountains, they took off during that time. We showed it, we had it clean prior to them returning. So they came back to no hassle of showing, 9 offers on the table.
Yeah, so then they can live their life.
Yeah, and so the only thing they were really inconvenienced with was 3 or 4 inspections, walkthroughs on the house, and those were scheduled well in advance. So we can make it as hassle-free as possible for people.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's really, step one is, figuring if it's right for you. Step 2 is where you're going to move to, what are the real facts, we can help provide that. And then step 3 is just really the process of implementing that so that it's as smooth a transaction as possible.
Right now, because of the current state of our world, right, and politics and economy, everything, I will venture to say that probably not one, I know in my area, I live in Granite Hills, that
beautiful area.
Yeah, it's great. I love it there. I love my home. I love my neighbors. But I know that every single one of us has considered moving.
Yeah.
Has thought about it. And then we all have those same questions. Where are we going to go?
Right.
I have 4 kids and 2 dogs. What am I going to do with them
the
for
hassle
showings?
during it, right.
And one of our thoughts is we own a home in Big Bear. We can move to Big Bear. But we're coming into peak rental season.
Right.
And so...
Fall.